can see it. Hold on.
Good.
We're set to go.
Okay, okay. Everyone who's here is here.
Is that here?
Good evening. It's the June 17th, 2015. The time is 6:04 p.m. This is meeting number 2015-13. This is the President and Board of Trustees special meeting. Clerk Quinlan, please take the roll.
President Barry,
Here.
Trustee Desmond will not be here tonight. Trustee Carberry,
Here.
Trustee Vorder,
Here.
Trustee Strite,
Yes.
Trustee Stalker,
Here.
Trustee Oliniechek.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Very good. Trustee Oliniechek.
The Pledge of Allegiance.
We don't have it on the agenda. We have two items missing on the agenda. One is the pledge and the public comments, so
Do the pledge for special meetings.
Alex is requesting it, so I have no
Can we do the
problem.
Pledge of Allegiance?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's rise for the pledge, please. I pledge Thank you. Alex, did you want to move that item forward first?
Yes, I'd
or-
like to get a motion to move item 4 forward. We have the president of the MWRD that's here, and I would like to bring that up.
Okay, thank you. So we have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, properly moved by Trustee Oliniechek, seconded by Trustee Vorderer. Any discussion? Thank you.
Is it item 4 or is it item 5?
I'm sorry, 5, I don't have my glasses.
Item 5. Okay, we amend that to item 5.
Amended.
Any other discussion? Let's take that vote, please.
Trustee Carberry,
Yes.
Trustee Vorder,
Yes.
Trustee Strite,
Yes.
Trustee Stalker,
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek.
Yes.
Motion passes to move up.
Thank you. Item 5 on tonight's agenda is Resolution 15-13-28, a resolution authorizing the execution of an intergovernmental agreement with MWRD for the distribution of rain barrels. May I have a motion on item 5, please?
Motion to approve.
Properly moved by Trustee Oliniechek and seconded by Trustee Carberry. Any discussion? Let's take that vote, please.
Trustee Carberry,
Yes.
Trustee Vorder,
Yes.
Trustee Strite,
Yes.
Trustee Stalker,
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. And Trustee Oliniechek, I guess during discussion, we should,
I would like to personally thank the president for making time to come out to this. We know that the giving free rain barrels to the residents of the village of Oak Lawn is a very good and positive thing. I know for years it cost, how much was it, Bill? 65?
40.
Huh? $58.
so would you care to come up to the podium and tell us a little bit about the program? And you are Mariana Spiropoulos, president of MWRD.
Right.
And we are so excited you took the time to come here. Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure, and thank you for pronouncing my name correctly. You'd be surprised at the different variations that I get on it, but it rhymes with metropolis, if you're wondering how to pronounce it. So. Thank you for having me here to talk to you about something that we're very excited about at the Water Reclamation District, which is our rain barrel program. We, according to a consent decree, we are giving out 15,000 rain barrels countywide, and I'm often asked the question of what happens when they run out. We will continue to give out those rain barrels. We're convinced that this is a very important tool in terms of green infrastructure that captures stormwater. Each rain barrel, and we brought one for you, captures about 55 gallons of stormwater. So, in terms of as an environmental tool as well as a stormwater management tool, it's very effective. But the important thing is you have to have about 50% of your community on board with a rain barrel or some type of green infrastructure to make a dent in stormwater. And so we know climate change is increasing the amount of rain that we're getting. So we need to have different tools. In addition to detention and retention areas, we want to have green infrastructure. So we're giving out the rain barrels, and we are really pleased that you signed and you voted today to enter into this intergovernmental agreement. We've got about 25 different communities that are already on board, and we're anticipating more, particularly when the wards from the city of Chicago start joining this program. We're working on that agreement with them as we speak. And we're really excited by this, and obviously you don't need any convincing that this is a good idea. So the rain barrels are free, and we are happy to begin working with you to get these out to your community and help in any way. We deliver them to you, and our public affairs department will work with you to set up a website so that when you send out an email, if this is the route that you choose, people will click on that, put their address, and it'll be delivered to their home. And the only thing is, we want to get some sense in terms of the impact that the rain barrels are having on the community. So the PR department will talk to you to see, if there's a little bit of follow-up to see what kind of dent this is making in terms of your stormwater management, so that we can work on that.
So people can use this water to water their gardens?
Absolutely. So that's another question that we often get. You can use it for whatever you want, but oftentimes it's used for watering your garden or washing your car. And I've heard people use it to wash their hair, but whatever.
And Trustee Warder?
Yeah, I just wanted to comment, I've had one for 5 years now.
Oh, good.
It's my second one, I purchased them myself, now I can get one for free.
Absolutely.
But I'm into gardening, and I use that rainwater, to water my plants, and it's much better for your plants, they grow better.
Yep.
Okay, and not only that, when it overflows, when it fills, the overflow valves direct the water with a hose away from my home, so it keeps my basement from flooding. They're great idea.
Well, another thing is that we have them installed with sort of a mesh top. So another concern is mosquitoes and whether, when the water's sitting in there. So we do have this mechanism in here to prevent mosquitoes from nesting in there. So, there's a lot of different things. You can also, have schools involved and they can paint them. We've got a lot of schools that like to do a little rain barrel painting contest. And, there's a lot of different things you can do.
And
So-
do we have a choice of color?
I think that there are 4 different colors.
And
I
that'll
know
be
of
on the website,
brown,
right?
blue, black, and
Terracotta?
terracotta. So there you go.
Very
So
good.
anything else we can do to help you, work together to solve, lessen the impact in terms of the storms that we will continue to have and mitigate damage to the community, we are happy to do that and make your job easier. Thank you very much.
Madam Mayor, I just want to thank
Trustee Olejniczak.
President Sparopoulos for coming here and the many meetings that we've had, and your staff and the dedication that they have towards the problem of water and water flowing in the village of Oak Lawn. I know that we've worked very well with MWRD, and we continue to work with you, and we value your relationship with helping us in the bigger picture. So thank you.
Thank you. We're really proud of the people that we have at our agency. So, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We really, really appreciate it. And so the village will be putting out information. Will that be run through the green team, Alex?
We'll have some information with the green team, and we'd also like to do a video presentation on
Yeah.
the village access with that.
Yeah, I have asked our MWRD president if she would do an interview also for Channel 4 talking about the program, and she's agreed, so residents can see that too. So, yay, thank you.
Thanks a lot, Marnie. Thanks again. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Another Macaulay graduate.
Oh, those Macaulay girls.
We have 'em.
Great achievers, great achievers. Almost as good as the Maria girls, but anyway. We have public comments tonight. First on the commenters is Frank Malinowski. Frank, if you could come up to the podium, and I just need you to state your name and if you're an Oak Lawn resident.
Hi, my name is Frank.
And you have 3 minutes, sir.
Okay, my name is Frank Malinowski. I've been a lifelong Oak Lawn resident. For the past 15 years, I've lived in a condominium, and in those 15 years, I've been grilling the whole time. And I have never seen or came across any situation that would seem to cause any public danger with grilling on my non-flammable balcony that's concrete with a brick building. And I think a decision like this should either be left to the condo associations themselves or, the apartment owners or, whoever runs the building as to whether there's going to be grilling allowed because, I don't think it poses any real danger to public safety. So that's just what I wanted to state.
Thank you.
Thanks for letting me talk.
Very nice to meet you. And we have one more, Dan Cruz.
Hello, my name is Dan Cruz. I'm an Oak Lawn resident in District 1 and been in Oak Lawn for about 6 years now. When we came to Oak Lawn, I was very excited to be here and finally own some property. And one of the things that came along with that was the ability to grill for my family. I can't stand here and say that's going to be a huge economic impact or anything like that, but for me it's more of an emotional and a family issue. You know, I really enjoyed grilling for my family. It was a great way to keep the house cool on those hot summer days. And it was just one of the small joys that we had, you know, in our life. And when I was told about 2 years ago that we had to get rid of the grill that my wife had bought me for Father's Day, it was very emotional. And it's just been a real point of consternation and frustration for me, especially given the fact that the building directly across from me continues to grill because of the lax enforcement. Although I don't fault them because, to be honest, I'd like to be out there grilling with them. So I just thank all the village members for getting this on the agenda today. And I really hope that this passes just because I'd like to be able to enjoy time outside with my family on my balcony.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. And that is it for public comments. Thank you, everyone, for weighing in. Item 2 tonight is ordinance 151347. This is an ordinance amending Title 7, Chapter 3 of the Oak Lawn Village Code pertaining to open flame cooking devices. May I have a motion on item 2, please?
Move for approval?
I'm going to give a motion to trustee Warder, second, I think, trustee Straight. And I'm going to ask Chief Sheets to weigh in on this and just explain what we're voting on.
Good evening, Mayor and Board. The village has had in place a barbecue grill ordinance for a number of years, long before I came here, and that's been about 6 years ago. We're following the International Fire Code, and this is something that the village board adopted many, many years ago. So we can't necessarily pick and choose what we can do with that. Our own ordinance is actually more stringent than the International Fire Code. So we're looking to modify this, and this was based on a number of concerns that the residents have brought forward to a number of the trustees. And I remember, I think 2 years ago, Mayor, you and I met with a resident who had similar concerns. So I think this is a win-win for the community. I think it meets the needs of the majority of the residents. And also, we still have in place the provision to, you know, ensure that these condos that are combustible or these balconies that are combustible, we can still prohibit that. Again, the condo associations and the apartment complexes, certainly they can regulate the use of those grills, but I think with modifying this ordinance, it certainly is going to meet the needs of the residents.
Okay, thank you. So,
Madam Mayor,
trustee
Chief
Lineker.
Sheets, could you just elaborate on what we're actually changing, what we're making better for the residents?
What we're making better for the residents is that we are saying that any balcony that is non-combustible, you can now grill.
So brick, concrete.
That's correct. So any of the balconies that are wood, which, you know, we have had a number of fires that were caused because of the grills. So we still have that provision in place, and I think that again with this modification, I think it's the right step.
Even with this change, however, individual condo associations or homeowners associations can still prohibit that.
That's
Is that
correct. And as I said earlier,
So,
if there's a condo association that prohibits that, then those residents or those renters or those condo members have to abide by that policy.
okay. Any discussion? Trustee Straight?
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to thank Frank Malinowski who, and the other residents who brought this to my attention. Since I was first contacted, I have heard from many residents of the 3rd District who support this amendment. And I'd also like to acknowledge Chief Sheets and Jim Leichel for their very responsive to my request to look into the situation and offer information on this amendment. So I think it's a pretty common sense amendment, and I'm very happy to be able to support it.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Okay, let's take the vote.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Streit?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Motion passes.
3 tonight is Resolution 151326, a resolution authorizing the execution of a license and services agreement for administrative building code, municipal ordinance violation, and municipal offense services and software with Municipal Systems Incorporated. May I have a motion on item 3, please?
Motion to approve.
Properly moved by trustee Oliniechek,
Second.
seconded by trustee Stalker. Any discussion?
Madam Mayor, I do want to add on this, that this is a request from staff to help them become more efficient. We all know that property maintenance and the ability to hold non-conforming residents accountable is near and dear to some of us with some issues that pop up in each one of our districts. And this tool, we've been assured, will help our staff become more efficient with making sure that they can get to people who aren't in observance of our ordinances and make sure that they are held accountable. So I think it's a step in the right direction, and when staff is asking for a tool to become more efficient to help our residents, I think it's the right decision.
Excellent. Any other discussion here? Let's take that vote, please.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Streit?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Motion passes.
4 on tonight's agenda is Resolution 151327, a resolution authorizing the execution of a license and services agreement for a Properties Inspection and Neighborhood Safety, also known as PINS program, and software with Municipal Systems Incorporated. May I have a motion on item 4, please?
Motion to approve.
Properly moved by trustee Oliniechek
Second.
and seconded again by trustee Stalker. Any discussion here?
Again, this is a package deal where we're getting 2 pieces of software to help. One with the adjudication. The second part is to also be able to track, measure, and monitor people who continuously violate our codes.
Excellent. Any other discussion? Let's take that vote, please.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Streit?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Item 6 tonight is a motion to adjourn.
Motion to approve.
Properly moved by trustee Oliniechek,
Second.
seconded by trustee Vorder. Any discussion? Let's take that vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thanks, we are adjourned. Thanks for coming to the special meeting.